name is Cyan Taylor, and I'm going to be talking about how all Aggies bleed maroon. These are my keyword note cards. And yeah, so in elementary school, I was taught by teachers that deoxygenated blood in the veins was blue. It's not until almost 10 years later in college when I found out that it's actually not. Blood contains hemoglobin, a protein with a red pigment that is responsible for blood either being a red color or a dark red color. So, why did I and so many other people believe this very common misconception? As a child, I never questioned the mystical beings that were teachers. I assumed they knew everything and that whatever they told me was the truth. This is what led me to believe that Fang's blood was blue. I remember sitting at a desk and learning about the heart and circulatory system when my teacher said, when blood comes into contact with oxygen, it turns a bright red color, and that's why when you get a cut or you have an open wound, blood is red. She then explained that in the absence of oxygen, blood is blue, and that is the reason why when you look at your veins from the surface of your skin, they appear blue. So along with my teacher's feeling of feeding me lies, it didn't help that the figures in my textbooks were depicting arteries as red and veins as blue, with no follow-up whatsoever saying that deoxygenated blood is not actually that color. So for 21 years of my life, I continued to believe this misconception. And then I got to college. I was in Dr. Cohn's Human Anatomy and Physiology class learning about the cardiovascular system when he made the joke that would completely change my world. The joke, to which no one laughed at, was, "Hey, did you know that all Aggies bleed maroon?" What is he talking about? There is no way that years and years of learning that deoxygenated blood in the veins is blue is incorrect. Looking back, I am kind of relieved that I wasn't the only one unaware of this fact, because crustaceans, octopuses, spiders all have blue blood, but humans don't. So why is it that whenever I look at my veins, they look blue? I'm going to start by explaining what gives blood its color in the first place. My professor explained that human red blood cells contain hemoglobin, which is a complex protein molecule with a red pigment. Hemoglobin is carried through the blood and contains heme, which functions to transport oxygen throughout the bloodstream. Heme does this by the use of an iron atom, which binds to oxygen. When hemoglobin is bound to oxygen, it absorbs green and blue light and reflects red light. That's why, to the naked eye, blood appears red. Okay, so what about my veins? As I mentioned before, the level of oxygen in the blood determines its hue. When the oxygen concentration decreases, the blood turns a dark maroon color. Although veins may appear to be blue through the surface, it's actually an optical illusion. Although all this newly found information made me question the purpose of primary school in the first place, it made me realize that you really are never too old to stop learning. While many other creatures in the world would have blood with a variety of colors, human blood is only red and maroon, which, if you think about it as a proud Aggie, isn't such a bad thing after all. With all the great things blood does to keep us alive, it really doesn't matter what color it is. In the end, even though Dr. Cohn's joke may have went way over my head, I was able to gain some valuable knowledge from it that I can now share with many other people. Thank you.